pulling up to look at a potential future project. This is a 2010 Chevy Cobalt LS. I previously rebuilt this car and I purchased it from the insurance auction. This is the first Chevy Cobalt I purchased from them, but this time looks like it's been hit pretty bad. The radiator support is completely crushed. I think the frame rail might be bent down. The headlight housing is crushed. And of course the headlight. Looks like the radiator and maybe the AC condenser might be okay. So it's going to need a bumper cover. Looks like someone put new tires on it. This car is really clean. Yeah, those tires look like they were just put on. Missing the overflow tank lid. Looks like the air intake is crushed. Maybe the cooling fan. And the wiring's probably pretty shot. Windshield doesn't look cracked, so that's good. Bumper cover needs replacement. The hood hinges. The only way I'm really going to be able to tell if this thing is rebuildable is by completely stripping it down. Yeah, that radiator support has been pushed down, and then the passenger side fender apron has been crushed as well. Intake has a big old hole in it. That's probably one of the reasons why it won't start. Fender's crushed. It could have engine damage. Won't know until I pull the hood off, pull all the parts off, and that hood hinge is messed up. Now that we got the car delivered here are some of the things I know we're going to need. We have the front bumper cover, the impact bar, the impact foam, the fender, the hood, air intake, headlight bucket that holds the headlight. So together that's the headlight assembly, and the wiring harness that goes behind the radiator support. That's just a preliminary list of parts. So far that's about $600 worth of parts. I'm not sure how much more this car is worth going into. It might need a radiator hose or some small stuff like that, but depending on if there's engine damage or anything more serious. Oh, we're gonna need a overflow lid too. So let's start pulling some of these parts off. Fortunately, the windshield didn't get cracked. And my biggest concern is the front apron or the frame rail being bent. So let's start tearing this down, and we'll find out exactly if this car is repairable. I'm going to look at the mileage. The current mileage is 160,771 miles. This car is in really good shape. I used to own this car, and it was my first rebuild project from IAAI. And when I originally got it, it had very minor front end damage, nowhere even close to what it has right now. So there's the first little collection of parts. We'll start tearing this down and see what we have to replace. I'm going to need a new hood hinge as well. All right, let's get to it. Now I'm gonna remove the hood from the hood hinges, and I can easily access these bolts, or maybe the ones on that side, and probably the ones on this side too, and then try to unbolt the front hood latch as well, or at least try to get it open. All right, let's get to it. And the bolts that hold the hood onto the hood hinges is a 13mm. How's it going? Dogs definitely think they are, don't they?
Yeah, that one does. Come on, you leave that puppy alone.
remove this hood strut, and hopefully I can push the hood over enough to get it unbolted. This is the reason why it's not running, is because this is completely crushed, and this is the air intake. So now I'm going to unbolt the latch and then just take the whole thing off. Alright, so there's 3 10mm bolts holding this hood latch assembly on, and then the cable. There's the wiring harness. It tells you if your hood is latched or open. That is destroyed. Other part I'm going to need is the cooling fan. Radiator does look like it's been hit. I don't feel any coolant in there. AC unit's for sure been damaged. next thing I'm gonna have to do is get a strap and start hooking up to this and this over here and start pulling to get this away from the air intake so I can get a new one on and try to give this a start. So I just loosely fit the replacement hood over the bent hood hinges, so this will have new hood hinges, but I just wanted to see the alignment. And as you can see, this side is perfectly aligned. Nice gap goes along with the headlight. And then over on this side there is about a 3-inch gap. So this whole apron, fender apron, has been pushed out about 3 inches. And I suspect the frame rail has been tweaked towards the passenger side as well. So I do not think this thing is going to be repairable. I'm going to loosely fit the headlight assembly in here just to see what it looks like, but alright, so I think that's where I'm going to stop. try to get this pulled in a little bit and this pulled up a little bit, and replace the fender, bumper cover, and hood hinges, radiator fan, intake, whole bunch of stuff. Definitely would be a fun little project, but I think this car might actually be better for a parts car, especially with all the mileage and the amount of damage. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.